On the evening of May 15, 2025, a fire tore through part of the historic Bicester Heritage site in Oxfordshire. What began as a routine emergency response became one of the most tragic incidents in the region's recent history. 3 lives were lost that day, 2 serving firefighters and 1 civilian. Their names were Jennie Logan, Martyn Sadler, and David Chester. This documentary presents the known facts about the fire, their final moments, and why all 3 have been remembered not just as victims, but as heroes. Bicester Heritage is no ordinary location. Built on the grounds of the former RAF Bicester Airfield, it's a centre for historic motoring and aviation. The buildings, some dating back to the 1920s, are listed for their historical value. At the time of the fire, multiple businesses operated on site. While no public event was underway, the area was active with staff and contractors. Its significance, both culturally and commercially, made the outbreak of a fire particularly dangerous, especially within older hangars with heavy wooden frames. Shortly after 5 p.m., emergency services were alerted to a fire within one of the main buildings. Flames and thick black smoke were already visible by the time the first crews arrived. Firefighters entered the structure to assess and suppress the fire. At some point during the operation, a section of the building collapsed. Despite rapid response from additional crews, 3 lives were lost. 2 of them were on the front lines, actively engaged in saving others. The third was a man on site during the emergency who did not make it out. Those who died were not simply caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. They were acting in service, bravery, and selflessness. Jennie Logan, a career firefighter, had served in Oxfordshire for over a decade. She was known among her colleagues for her leadership, calm under pressure, and dedication to community safety. Martyn Sadler was a highly trained responder with numerous commendations for past work. He was described by his commanding officer as the first to enter and the last to retreat. Both firefighters entered the burning structure to protect others. They died in the line of duty. David Chester, a civilian present at the site, was also caught in the fire. The specifics of his actions in those final minutes have not been publicly detailed, but several reports indicated he was trying to help direct people out of the building. Though not a firefighter, his final act, staying rather than fleeing, was selfless. Those close to him described David as dependable, quiet, and always willing to help others. All 3 acted in ways consistent with courage, and all 3 paid the ultimate price. More than 40 firefighters attended the scene. Road closures and safety perimeters were quickly established. Crews worked through the night. Aerial platforms were used to gain access to hotspots and prevent further collapse. Support poured in from nearby counties, including Buckinghamshire and Northamptonshire. As news broke of the fatalities, public tributes began to appear. Flowers were laid outside the fire station in Bicester. Community members held a candlelight vigil in the town square. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer made a statement in Parliament, calling the loss a tragic reminder of the bravery of our emergency services. He continued, "When others run from danger, they run toward it. Today, we honour those who gave their lives to protect others." The Chief Fire Officer for Oxfordshire stated, "Jennie and Martyn were among the best. Their professionalism and bravery will never be forgotten." The family of David Chester released a short statement through Thames Valley Police. "David was a kind and humble man who would help anyone. We are proud of him. We miss him deeply." Segment 6. The Investigation and Known Facts. Narrator. Thames Valley Police and Oxfordshire Fire and Rescue Service began a joint investigation the following day. No arrests have been made. No criminal activity has been alleged. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. As is standard following fatalities, the Health and Safety Executive is also reviewing protocols. A coroner's inquest will be opened to determine the formal cause of each death. Bicester Motion, which manages the site, issued a statement offering condolences and confirming their full cooperation. Whether wearing a uniform or not, each of the 3 individuals who died has been remembered for their actions that day. In particular, emergency responders and civilian witnesses have spoken of calm, controlled actions, guiding others to safety, holding structure, and working to contain a dangerous and fast-moving fire. While David Chester may not have been trained for such events, his actions that day aligned with the values of courage, duty, and sacrifice. And for Jennie Logan and Martyn Sadler, their names now join the long list of emergency service personnel who gave their lives protecting others. They are not just victims of tragedy, they are remembered as heroes. The Bicester Fire of 2025 was a catastrophic incident. It left a physical scar on a historic site, and an emotional one on the community. But from within the flames came acts of bravery that should never be forgotten. 3 people lost their lives. 3 heroes stood their ground in the face of danger. As investigations continue and the site recovers, it is their memory that will endure. We remember David Chester, Jennie Logan, Martyn Sadler. 3 names now tied not just to loss, but to bravery in the purest sense. Thank you for joining us in honoring them.